Hey everybody, welcome to Shifty's Club. Today, guys, got a treat for you. This baby came from GTS, or, it's a distribution. It's basically a wholesaler. Anyway, GTS is pretty cool. But today, we're going to open this thing up and see what's inside. I already know, but I'll show you guys. So, I think it's a little bad quality, but still. At least you guys can kind of sort of see what's going on. Yeah. I hate all these little loose wires for the tape. And like they do realize that this tape, I really don't care. Weird crap. Let's see. So, this is the last one, and then Okay. Actually, I keep forgetting we might have to get the scissors again. But anyway, if you'd like to see them, basically airbags on top and also on the sides to guard. Guess what that is? Guess what this is, guys? Yep, this is a case of Fates Collide. I figured I'd do a case opening video, but I wouldn't show you guys every single card I pull, whatnot. Since I had already bought 6 cases, I figured, I found a guy who would sell one for $500 online, so I was like, I'll buy one from him and cut this baby open. Of course. So here, you guys are gonna get to watch me open this. Crap. Okay. There you have it, guys. Fates Collide. Basically case. So, let's pop one of these things out. Basically a bunch of, sealed booster boxes. But I got a whole bunch of these sealed booster boxes, and I got a guy who wants to buy a couple, so I told him, I'll go ahead and do it. Yeah. So basically, booster boxes. I really ain't gonna open nothing, so I already got enough. So yeah. But I'll just store these for later. Let's see. And you guys don't even want to see what my desktop looks like because it's a mess. I'm going to turn these around. So I can potentially just do that. Now you guys can see what I'm talking about. Dice, this is basically bulk that I bought and I'm trying to still straight out. So yeah guys, basically a case. I really don't know what else to say because I really don't want to open anything because I've already opened more than I really want to. And there's I've already sold basically a play set of the new set, and several people wanted to buy the trainer play set, I guess you can call it. So actually, like, I had 4 people buy the trainer play set. One guy bought a whole play set of it, like a master play set, and I told him, sure, I'll say one. Heck yeah. But yeah, guys, that's Fates Collide for you. And I guess I really got nothing else more to say. Ooh, but because we're only running like 6 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and do something for some of the Magic players out there, or for some of you who might be somewhat semi-interested. Those of you who don't know, I have literally given up Storm, because whatever someone had magically dreamt one night has pretty much worked against me ever since this block has literally come out. And the next set will not make it easier at all. So, bye-bye Storm. Hello my new modern deck. Okay. This is not complete. This is what I've put together today, and it's going to start getting better as we go along. Okay. The first card in this deck is Elvish Archdruid. Those who don't know, Elvish Archdruid says other elf creatures you control get +1/+1, and tap it to add a green mana for each elf you have in play, including itself. It costs 1 and 2 green to get in play, and it's a 2/2 creature. So, and then I have, it's basically, it's the theme of the deck. So that's the reason it's in there, is it's my whole purpose. And a lot of people play like a more modern approach to, like a classic approach to a modern Elves. I'm gonna play it a little differently. Here are our 1-drop mana producers. You basically have Elvish Mystic and Llanowar Elves. Both cost the same amount to play. They have the same type ability, they're the same creature type, and they have the same power toughness. Basically, for 1 minute, you drop it, and it taps for 1 mana. So, I don't know who's taught what over the years, but when Elvish Archdruid started coming out, I thought, oh my god, Llanowar Elves, Arbor Elf, because we didn't have Elvish Mystic back then. And then when here comes Elvish Mystic after Llanowar Elves rotating, I'm like, daggone, I still got to untap a forest. But I mean, it didn't matter. Let's see. I'll go ahead and do this one. Elvish Visionary. Elvish Visionary, basically, for 2 is an elf, and, well, for 1 and a green. And when it enters the battlefield, you draw a card. And it's a 1/1. It's just draw support. That's all it's there for. Here's a card that I might replace with something called Elvish Harbinger. But this card costs a little more, but its effect isn't quite what I want it to be. It's Fauna Shaman. For 1 and a green, you pay 1 green, tap, discard a creature card from your hand, and search your library for a creature card, and obviously shove your opponent, put in your hand, and shuffle your deck. So, an Elvish Harbinger basically says as soon as you play it, it costs 2 and a green. When it comes in play, search your library for an elf creature card and show it to your opponent. Put it in your hand, and then it taps for any 1 mana. So it could be used to combine with a lot of the draw sources. Of course, I could play both Fauna Shaman and Elvish Harbinger to try to get, like, sort of kind of combo going. But you'll see what creature I'm talking about that I really want to get out. I'm going to play these two side by side because, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and show you this one because this should have been beside Elvish Visionary. I like to play things in twos, in sets of 2s if I can. That gives me basically an 8 of 60 chance of pulling it off for 2 and 15. Basically 1 and 7.5. So it's easier to get in your opening hand. This card is Sigil of the Nine Gods. Forget that it costs 1 a green and a white. Forget that it's an enchantment, an aura enchantment. Forget that it enchants a creature. Forget that enchanted creature gets 1/1 for each creature you control. Its ability cycling, though, for a green or a white, you discard this card, then draw a card. So, basically for 1 mana, I'm drawing. Yeah. I'm going to play these two beside each other like I did with the 2 elves, because they really do work together. They're Gaia's Herald. Oh, sorry. In privileged position. Gaia's Herald for 1 and a green. Creature spells can't be counted. And I believe it's a 1/1. Yes, it's a 1/1. That's this one. In this one, privileged position, it costs 2 and 3 of any combination of green and white. And it says you let's see, yeah, it says other permanents you control can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponent control. They gave it Oracle text though to say other permanents you control have hexproof. So basically they just reworded it. But that's the Oracle text though. And the Oracle text takes effect. It takes over. It's like errata. They didn't change the wording like Pokemon does when, oh, it was let's see, oh, we didn't make it broken. It was a production error. Yeah, production error. Right. Yeah. See how many times I can keep sucking on that bone, Pokemon. And then here are my last 2 cards. These cards create a very good combo. Alright. Put one on this side because this seems to work better this way. Okay. Draga Warcaller. For 1 green, it says a ability multi-kicker. And that's an elf, just by the way. Every one of my creatures in this deck are elves. But anyway, its multi-kicker says you may pay basically a 1 and a green as many times as you want. And Draga Warcaller enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter for each time it's kicked. And other elf creatures you control get 1/1 for every 1/1 counter on it. Mercy Killing says for 2 and any combination, and either a green or a white, basically says target creature's control sacrifices it, then puts X 1/1 green and white elf creature tokens onto the battlefield, where X is that creature's power. So imagine Draga Warcaller giving some random creature, like usually Elvish Visionary. Say he comes in with 3 1/1 counters. It's very easy to do. You have an Elvish Archer Druid. Elvish Visionary at that point is a 5/5. Play Mercy Killing, sack it, and then you put 5 1/1 counters. Oh, but Draga gives them plus. Yeah, it comes. Well, if it comes in with 4 1/1 counters, never mind. It'd be a 6/6 if it came in with 4 1/1. No, let's call it 3 1/1 counters. It would automatically get 3/3. Elvish Archer would give it 4/4, or make it 4/4. So now these new ones have 5/5. So you have 5/5/5 of creature tokens. So you basically just flank the system, and that's basically your deadly side of the deck. And I'm still trying to incorporate more draw, because if you remember Elvish Archdruid, those of you who know me know exactly what card I'm about to put up. Is the only other card that can make this deck literally the most unstoppable force ever. Stefan Dominance. Okay, so here's what it does. Stefan Dominance, you pay 3 to get in. And then it has 5 abilities for an artifact. 5 abilities. But we only pay attention to 3. Well, make it 4. We never tried to tap other. Well, we can use all 5. My mistake. Okay, so basically, Stefan Dominance has the following abilities. For you pay 1 mana and untap it. You can pay 2 and tap it to gain a life. You can pay 3 and tap it to untap target creature. You can tap 4 and tap it to tap a target creature. Or you can pay 5 and tap it to draw a card. Pay attention to two of them. Untap target creature and untap Stefan Dominance. That takes a total of 4 mana, right? So basically, with Elvish Archdruid, if I have 4 other elves in play, guess what happens? I add 5 mana to my mana pool. And basically, out of that 5, I pay 3 to untap it. I'm down to 2. I pay 1 to untap Stefan Domination. So now I can go all over again. 5, 4. So I basically netted 1 the first time, net 1 the next time. Infinite combo. Basically, the combo does not end. So at that point, Elvish Archdruid Stefan Domination is that infinite combo that people are talking about. Well, actually, no one's talking about it. See, people still get this factual realization that Elves has to be played a specific way because it's worked for the longest time. I don't know what to say about that. But that's my Elves deck. But like I said, Elvish Harbinger, I might put that in. I've actually have a few other cards that I'm thinking about putting. Let's see here. But yeah, just a few cards that I might put in there. Just a few that I'm thinking about. I haven't even gone through all the draw cards in format yet. Now, those are just cards. I look at every single card. I'm not going to remember what all these Magic cards do, because there's more playable ones in Magic than there are in Pokemon. Trust me. But yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Post any comments you have in the comment section down below. And if they're approved, I'll post them. And be ready for probably the next episode. I know I had 2 straight episodes back to back, but you know, I have a job now. I mean, this job is actually pretty easy because I mean I don't do crap. It's awesome. Yeah. Basically, I sit behind a desk, and then there's a list of calls that come in that I have to basically record for guys that go out and service the machines. And what happens is there's only a very specific section that we do. And whenever these calls come in, which is not as often, it's just when someone calls, say, hey, something's wrong with my fountain. Like anything to do with like a fountain at a restaurant or something like that. That's when I step in and I have to take that information and I basically have to move it from one program that's literally made in the 80s to another program that wasn't made in the 80s. But the guys who get the calls, they don't have the time to go into every single one of these, so they want all of these agents to be able to take the calls and then mark them for specific locations, but they all go to this one program. All the other fountain calls are the ones I get, and basically all I do is take information from one program, move it to the other, and then I'll wait until the next one comes. And I mean, it takes less than a minute to do one, so, and I'm not alone. That's the fun thing about it, that there's other people that want to do them, have to do them. So and besides, I'm just waiting until I get the call to go to possibly Syracuse to work for TCG Player, because I got my application in there and I so badly want to work for them. I don't have to work for money, but still, you know, it's fun. It'd be so cool to, you know, to get to go to work and say, yeah, I work at a place that has more Magic cards than I have in my life. Well, for Pokemon, you know, it's like, oh look, there's a closet full of Pokemon cards. There's drawers full of Pokemon cards. This card tower house you can barely see sticking out. Oh, plus like 5,000 cards just laying there, basically. Just laying there. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, like I said again, 20 minutes, good. It's like my videos should be a little long. But anyway, I might actually try, if anybody out there can help me, because you know, I gotta have help, because this is actually was in the last episode, and I'm gonna keep mentioning it. If there's anybody who is legitimately good at video editing software or anything like that, or good at like visual, like audio and movie effects for like that I could use for a YouTube channel, and then basically insert my YouTube footage, cut specific parts out, you know, like make it into where I can do sections, make it like a little show. I mean, I'd love to do something like that, but I am not talented by any means like that. All my efforts are wasted in a Pokemon, Magic, and definitely math and sports gambling. It's the only things that I can do in my life. But yeah, like I said, if you already went through the subscribe factor and the comment factor, and hope you guys had as much fun as I had. I'll see you guys next time at Shifty's Club.